Ladies and gentlemen, we've just hit 100 subscribers. Because we've hit this milestone, I have a little surprise for you at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But now, let's just get into this week's devlog. I've done some more playtesting, and based on the testers' behavior, I've changed some details. First off, the NPCs that can give you quests now have a little exclamation mark on their names, so that it's more easy to spot them. Quests from these NPCs are now also generated once you enter the location that they're in. Previously, this would only happen when you would talk to the NPC and then get to the part where they could give you the quest. When you accept their mission, the exclamation mark disappears, and if you now look at the map, the location that you should go to complete the quest has the same little exclamation mark, so it's a bit easier to spot. On this map GUI, there's now a legenda in the bottom left corner. New players don't know what the tags mean yet, so like any good map, this now gives you the information that you need to read it. Whilst we're on this map menu, I'd like to mention that I've improved the way you can navigate it. You could already zoom in and out with the scroll wheel, you could move with the WASD keys, but now I've also added the ability for you to slide it around by holding the left mouse button and moving your mouse. This method of navigation was the first that my tester tried, and adding it only took about 10 minutes because the logic is almost the same as what I used for the skill menu. Whilst playing, the map menu slowed down over time until it reached about 10 FPS. I don't often let the game run for that long, so I didn't notice it until now. I thought about what might be the cause of this, and guess what? Remember those little pixel travelers? Apparently, I didn't limit their spawn rate in any way. Meaning that at one point there were about 10,000 travelers clogging up your CPU. Now, okay, whoops. I've now limited to 200. Another little change in the towns is that the names of all the NPCs are a bit smaller, as well as the action tip, which was unnecessarily huge. And I think I'm now finally finished with the merchant UI. If you sorted the inventories using these buttons, the selected items would reset, which is quite annoying. But now they stay selected. There was also a nasty memory leak in this menu, which you could only notice if you kept the RAM usage in check or you waited about 10 minutes doing nothing. At that point, all your RAM would be used up and your computer would scream. I think I'm going to put in a hard limit on the programmed RAM usage, so that even if there's another memory leak and your computer doesn't automatically put a limit on the memory usage, then my game won't soak up every bit of your RAM. I've also updated something outside of the game. It's the new website. Well, it's technically still the same one, but I've completely overhauled the look and the info about the game and brought it up to speed with all the new additions and features. I couldn't stand the look of the old one, so voila! Now, I know that polishing isn't exactly as exciting as adding crazy new features, but this is what's important right now. I can't have a game with a million things to do, but only I know how to do them. So that's why I'm going to continue playtesting it and going over all of the aspects of the game to see how they can be improved. Let's go over the little changes from this week that I haven't mentioned yet. I've switched out sorting based on weight to sorting based on price, which is way more useful. Barmaids don't wear hats anymore, along with all the other NPCs who had certain items of clothing that were specific to them. That should all work now. You can only really fill a quest if it's a war quest, all of the other ones you can retry. You now get the quest from the NPCs before the dialogue says that it's added to your quests, so the people who leave when seeing the NPC's closing message get it as well. Monks were giving out their quests an endless amount of times. Whoops! When you complete a quest and return to the quest giver, they have a green exclamation mark above their name, indicating that you can get a reward from them. Thank you for watching the video. I've thought about how we could celebrate hitting 100 subscribers, and I came up with this. I want to add all of you to the game as a tavern dweller. So pretty much, every time you enter a tavern, there will be one NPC who's from out of town. He might have a name that doesn't quite fit the rest, and that name will be picked from a list composed of everyone who is subscribed. Now, how do you get your name in the game? Very simple. You just gotta be subscribed and then comment down below on this video with the name that you want me to put in the game. It doesn't have to be a real name, you can pick a username or anything that you want, as long as it's not blatantly offensive or an obvious troll. So thank you again for 100 subs, I look forward to your comments and I can't wait to put you in the game. For now, that's been it from me. I hope you have a fantastic day and an amazing night, and I'll see you next time.